Hi friends and new friends. A little while ago, the Dash core group committed to putting out releases for Dash platform every 4 to 6 weeks. This is a new initiative to make sure that the developers are always getting new things to work on, and also to show the community that progress is being made. So the first release of this new release regimen is called version 12, and that just was released recently. Today we're going to go over version 12, the progress made, and what it has for the developers. And also, as a bonus, as I'm recording this at the same time as the Dash core group quarterly call, they showed a demo today of the Dash platform in action, in that DashPay wallet. So look for that towards the end of the video. I'm Christopher Carruthers, also known as Tao of Satoshi, and you're watching Cash Alternative TV. So what is Cash Alternative TV other than that catchy jingle? Well, it's a show about cryptocurrency with a focus on Dash, which aims to be a digital cash for the world, an alternative to cash. If that's something that you're interested in, you want to learn more about Dash, or just want to hang out with me some more, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss an episode. And before we get on with the show, I just want to talk about recent events that happened with Dash Brazil. Their YouTube channel was recently taken off the air by YouTube. I'm not sure what the reason for it or anything that Dash Brazil was doing that was contrary to YouTube rules. Apparently they had no strikes before. But after quite a protest yesterday on Twitter with lots of retweets and likes and lots of comments talking to the YouTube Twitter account, he's back online today. So that's a success story for crypto in the YouTube community. And also remember that if you're having a problem with YouTube as a crypto person, you can always look to Library, or you can look to PublishOx or other places that you can upload your content without fear of having any kind of censorship. So, but good on YouTube this time for looking into the matter and getting it fixed. So now onto the topic of today's show. Yeah, like I said off the top, we're going to check out version 12 and all its benefits, and we're doing so right now. So anyone who's been following Dash for the last little while will understand that it's been a long time coming for Dash platform. I believe that Evan Duffield announced it in probably 2014, 2015. And it's been this long to develop. So, and now the Dash core group is coming up with a new tactic. Now that it's got its act together and everything's rolling with Dash core group, they're now going to be releasing platform versions every 4 to 6 weeks. So this is the first one in that initiative to release Dash platform every 4 to 6 weeks, and it's called version 12. So it just came out a couple of days ago. So in this presentation, I'm going to be looking at what it does, what the improvements that it holds, and how developers can get a hold of information that they need to work on Dash platform. Because Dash platform is kind of going to be like an app store of Dash utilities, and it's going to be really interesting to see. And if you're a developer, this should be something that's pretty exciting to you, watching the Dash platform go from version to version and increase incrementally as we go. So this is Dana Alibrandi. He releases a Dash core group blog every so often, and he always details the announcements of what's coming up. So his name's Alibrandi, and he's the project manager at Dash core group. And this blog is announcing the release of Dash platform version 12. So it's a lot of improvements coming up in this version. And it goes, as the first release conforming to our newly outlined release process, which I mentioned off the top, it's releasing a new version every 4 to 6 weeks. Dash core group is excited to announce Dash platform version 12, recently deployed to EvoNet. This release contains numerous improvements to the Dash platform protocol, DPP, implementation of the initial version of the platform credit system, and a significant improvement to the platform architecture. When combined, the changes introduced in this release make Dash platform more performant and easier to use for developers. So if you are a developer that tried to give Dash platform a try in the past, I suggest that you go give them a try again, because it seems like it's coming along and there's more things that you can do with it, and it's becoming easier. So out with the old. This is something I got a message on Discord from Ivan Shumkov. He's one of the developers for Dash core group, Dash platform. And he was saying, hey, developers, make sure that you erase all your stuff or backsave all your stuff that's on the EvoNet version, because guess what? We're going to erase the whole thing. And that's what they're doing. They're erasing everything as they go, and it's kind of like starting from scratch each time. So the developers, if you're working on something, you have to make sure that you erase what you're doing and back it up, save it. So the release highlights in this version 12 is due to the breaking changes introduced in this release, A result of numerous improvements to the Dash platform protocol, all data on EvoNet has been wiped. Developers should make adjustments to their local setups to reflect this. So yeah, definitely be careful out there. You don't want to lose anything on the way. Below you'll find a list of the most important updates included in the platform version 12 release. You can view all the updates in greater detail by visiting the release notes for each platform component, which are included in the last section of this article. And all the developer resources that you see at the bottom when we come up to it, they're all going to be listed down below. So what are we looking at here? So we're introducing the Dash credit system in version 12, and this is similar to Ethereum Gas. If you're any Ethereum developers watching out there, we don't have smart contracts in Dash, but we do have things that go on behind the scenes. So how it works is when you want to make changes to one of your apps in the Dash platform, you have to go through a state transition, and the state transition is like, say I want to make a username on the Dash platform. I'm going to have to send a message to the Dash platform to make that username on the network. And it's not for free. So like you're going to have to go through a master node, and you're going to have to pay gas, which is similar to gas. It's called the Dash credits for now. So this is what it says about that. It's the initial credit system implementation. The first version of the credit system has been implemented, which provides basic spam protection and incentives for masternode owners. Every data operation, i.e. state transition, processed on the platform has a fee denominated in the form of a platform credit. Developers can spend credits by funding an identity using a layer 1 core transaction with a rate of 1 duff, which is 0.00001 dash, equaling 1,000 credits. Fees are currently determined by the size of the state transition, whereas 1 byte of data costs 1 credit. At the moment, data operations typically cost somewhere between 600 and 1,000 credits. Fees are collected and sent to a distribution pool where they will eventually be distributed to masternodes as compensation for hosting platform services. In later versions, we will make more improvements to the credit system, and specific details will be revealed in an upcoming blog post. Yeah, so that's quite interesting. It shows that the backbone of Dash platform is coming into shape. The gas, if you will, the oil that makes it go, the Dash credits that you have to pay when you're doing transactions on the network, and that keeps the economic aspect of the network strong. So that's just having its debut right now in Dash in version 12. So some other simplifications and optimizations that they have going here, and I'm going to come out straight and say I'm not a developer, so I don't know exactly what everything is saying here, but I know how to read it, and I'm going to go through it with you guys right now. So there's a simplified platform architecture, and the logic for the Dash platform state machine, the JS machine, has been merged into the Drive codebase, which greatly simplifies the overall platform architecture and speeds up the time needed to create a block. So it makes everything go a little bit faster. Simplified identity usage. In brief, separate identities are no longer required to create data contracts. Previously, multiple identities were required to create data contracts, but now a single entity is all that is needed to create any number of documents and data contracts. So that's good. It means that you can have a whole bunch of things under one identity instead of having to go through multiple identities, and that causes a bit of strain on the network and just kind of redundant for developers, so I'm glad to see that. Improvements to the distribution package. Previously, gRPC web requests wouldn't work when connecting to a node that was started using the distribution package. This bug has been fixed. Furthermore, the distribution package now allows users to run their own testnet node. Well, that's great. Resource monitoring for EvoNet. Dash Core Group will monitor in memory disk, I/O, CPU, and other resource metrics in order to keep EvoNet live and stable. Issues with the network will be reported to team members much more quickly, resulting in reduced downtime and faster problem resolution. In addition, monitoring for these network health metrics will provide us with information to set minimal system requirements for masternodes. For developers creating their own devnets, resource monitoring can be turned on through configuration in the Dash Network Deploy tool. So it sounds like they're paying attention to what's going on more in the Dash platform, which is good. It's not just turning stuff on and hoping for the best. They're actively watching for ways to improve and ways that they can help developers with the process of developing on the Dash platform, which is great. So Dash development keeps on chugging. It's true. I'm very happy with what I've been seeing, especially since Bob Carroll took over a little while ago. It's the Dash development has been going along well, and I can only see good things coming for it in the near future and in the long-term future. It looks really good. In an upcoming video, I'm going to show you a demo that was just done as I'm recording this. I just watched the Dash Core Group quarterly call, and they showed a demo, so I'm going to be showing that. Keep your eyes open for it. So in conclusion, this release is part of our ongoing commitment to provide regular, transparent development updates. Everybody's so happy with that in Dash because there's a long time where we had nothing. Everyone within DCG is tirelessly working towards defining, refining, and building the highest quality product for our community and for the countless people around the world who would benefit from true digital cash. It is my honor to represent their hard work through this and future blog posts. This is Dana Alibrandy as the one who's writing this. In roughly 6 weeks' time, Dash Core Group observers can expect another release to EvoNet as we continue demonstrating our industry-leading efforts at realizing value for our network and users. Congratulations to all the Dash platform developers for the hard work that went into developing and preparing this release. And these are the resources that I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, the resources for developers. I'm hoping that everybody takes a look. If you're a serious developer, all those links are going to be below. And I hope you guys have fun with version 12. That's it for me. Bye for now.
This is a current demo of the DashPay wallet. And this is simply the registration, the UX around username registration. And so as you can see from a home screen, it was an easy click to jump into the ability to create a Dash username. This is being created in here. There's validation on it. I believe the rule set right now is between 3 and 24 characters. It is letters and numbers only. As that username is created, there will be a fee associated with it. This is only representative in the UI that shows that it's a .01 dash for it, but the fee will be calculated and displayed. Obviously, to ensure good security, this will be PIN protected in the wallet. And then the username is actually being created on the Dash network. And we have notifications to let the person know that when it's done. Obviously, if we're creating identities, establishing usernames, and you can see the demo is finished out there saying that the username is ready to use. But as we go through these multiple steps to invoke each of those transactions, the UI and the UX is intended to simplify it, and that's what you saw in the simplification there. And so this is a demo that we'll probably publish at some point in time. We just thought it would be useful to share with the community today as we go through this quarterly call. But to emphasize, and if you look at the bullet items on the left, this tells you exactly what you saw today. This was native client code. This was iOS code. It's a build v5.0, build 9, as you can see. These are transactions that are using encrypted payment channels on L1. This is a live network that's working. That we call it mobile DevNet. It is EvoNet that we've just forked and given a separate environment for the mobile team so they can use that for their own development efforts. And it's using Dash Wallet, it's using the Dash Sync library. And these are the latest DashPay designs. This is our design library right now. And we won't say final because we may tweak it slightly, but all of this code that you saw running today to run the DevNet as well as the UI is all in our public repositories on GitHub. So this is not a proof of concept. This is not a prototype or mock-ups, but this was an actual demo.
That's a pretty impressive demo, eh? It's the same kind of user interface as you'd expect to see with a PayPal or a Venmo, but in a completely decentralized fashion on a decentralized network. A lot of positive stuff being done in Dash. Well, that's it for me today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell if you want to see more from me in Cash Alternative TV episodes. Until next time, remember, Dash is a better money for a better future, and that future is getting closer every day. Bye for now.
Cash alternative.